Yes, that's how are we Wednesday morning. Nice little coffee fucking show for you on the day of the game. Thought it'd be good to go through a few different topics. Let's be honest, I think I can answer for the pair of you. Boring talking about managers in or managers out, isn't it?
It is.
Garbage. But look, Millie, how are we?
All good. I mean, we got 3 points at the weekend. That's something to hold on to at least. So feeling a little bit brighter, but obviously we have Sunderland awaits, and they have been in some fantastic form, really, for a team that people thought would go straight back down. So who knows?
Yeah, look, shout out to the comments. Where's all in the building? Dossena, KD, and Marty having a pop already. Don't you start, lads. Billy Bowlhead. That'll get a reaction out of him. Ross, how are we? Looking fresh just after your trim. Barber's been over, lads.
I gotta do it for you both, and Marty in the comments. I gotta look good, otherwise you'll give me crap. So yeah, but no, all good, mate. All good. As Millie said, the 3 points was nice on a weekend. Florian Wirtz is sexy as fuck. He's so good, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good. I can see Marty put in the chat as well. I look wonderful. I always look wonderful, Matt. So
wonderfully bad.
Yeah.
Sorry to put you off there, lads. But look, you just joined us, smash a like and subscribe. So we've got a few topics we'll discuss. I'll go through them with it. We're going to talk about Florian in particular and Isak, the link of what this could be. This is like the evolution of Liverpool, isn't it, basically? We'll talk about Afcon because this is approaching. The date's been set now for Mo to go. I believe it's the 15th of December, which is when he's going to go. And then we'll finish on a few of the names that Liverpool have been linked to along the likes of Ederson from Atalanta. I've just forgot the kid's name that I was about to say, and I've forgot him already, but it'll come to me later as we go along. My head's cabbaged, but we're getting there. So, Reds, I'll go to you first, Millie. Obviously, Florian Wirtz. He's took a lot of crap this season. For me, it's way over the top. Stats don't have to prove that you're a great player. But one thing's for sure is it's just a media-driven topic, isn't it? Of how shite apparently he is. But I just think Florian, for me, is... I'll be honest, I think he's the best player at Liverpool. I really do, technique-wise. And Liverpool have got a lot to look forward to, haven't they?
They have indeed. I mean, I can hold my hands up and say that I've been banging the Wirtz drum for weeks now. I've been saying every single person is letting the stats and the stat goblins that are all over Twitter take over what a technically great player he is. He is the future of the team, and the team needs to be built around him with Ekitike and Isak in front, Szoboszlai in midfield, and then I think we're on to a cracker. We've got some good talent. Yes, they might not have been showing it in recent weeks, but what can you do? There are different circumstances that affect different things. Do you know what I mean? But I was so glad to see Florian Wirtz finally get some praise. I mean, he was man of the match. Did you see it posted anywhere? Did you see anyone talking about the fact that he was man of the match? I didn't find out till about 2 days after. So mental.
It's not the topic they want to fucking talk about, is it?
No, unfortunately, I think that a lot of the good things that we showed at West Ham were probably overshadowed by the fact that Salah was obviously dropped to the bench and didn't come on at all. I think that probably outranked in a lot of people's minds the good football that we played. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say West Ham are a title leading team. Do you know what I mean? They're not. But we got 3 good, secure points, didn't concede anything. And I think that we need to just sit back and say, yeah, it's been shit, but that was a little bit of a bright glimmer of hope at least.
No, I massively agree. And, Ross, there's no surprise that when Liverpool, get the win out of all the crap that's been going on, recently, Wirtz and Isak are the main 2 culprits for Liverpool to do well. I think this is what we need to understand is when you look at, I watched the deep dive on the Redmen on their show. That's a good show, that between Chris Pajak and Josh Williams. And they had a picture of like how Liverpool have been playing the ball. And with Salah and Gakpo been on the pitch, nothing goes to Isak. And the other day, the difference with Liverpool's positioning against West Ham was night and day. I also noticed the fact that Liverpool dropped a bit deeper as well, Ross, which definitely helped. They were more solid. One thing's for sure is as well, this Liverpool side, this is not a dig at Mo Salah, but I think where we're tending to go down Salah's side a lot of the times over the years, this time round with Salah not being there, we went straight for Florian Wirtz. Everybody was trying to give him the ball. And I think this is where Liverpool are going to have the joy, Ross. Because let's face it, right? Florian can have bad games, Ross. We've seen a few of them. course we have. It's early days for him. He's still adapting. But my God, his quality will show. And the same with Isak. You know, with for instance, Isak, of course he could do more. I'm sure he'd say the same, Ross. But that chance, he's the only man in the team who's slot that chance like that.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think the Isak and Wirtz signings were just an indication of how we're going to be lining up as a team. It's a transition. You know, you have a look at us over the years. We've kind of been a winger heavy team, haven't we? We've had Salah, we've had Mane. I know Mane's now left. We've had Gakpo, and then we've had Diaz and so on. But I think moving forward, we'll see a different kind of Liverpool where our main men are going to be in the centre of the pitch. You know, like that finish from Isak is so underrated. Like he just used the pace of the ball and just like slotted in that bottom corner. That is exactly what we signed him for. Those critical moments, and he's going to be ridiculous for us the same with Wirtz. And I agree with Millie that Wirtz kind of drum that everyone, well, I say everyone, that maybe the minority have been banging. Like that lad is going to be an absolute superstar. Like just you take away the internet side of it, the internet fans, oh, he hasn't got an assist. Reality is, if some of the chances that he's put on a plate have been taken, Wirtz could be up 6, 7, 8 assists. Do you know what I mean?
That's being kind as well. Do you know what I mean?
He's ridiculous. And you have a look. I think a very good indication of what Wirtz can do was seen against that first game of the season against Crystal Palace. That link-up play between him and Ekitike for that goal, I think is ridiculous because he's just got this special talent. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it's like Thiago-esque. There's something special about the lad. You knew with Thiago he was special. I have that feeling with Wirtz as well. I think he's going to be absolute superstar for us.
I think this is mine muted here in case no. Sorry, I was just writing some notes down. No, I think you're right, Ross. I think I just can't get over the media-driven shite. Do you know what I mean? It's become a banter thing, and it's embarrassing some of the shit you see, Millie, isn't it? You know, it's good. It's you know what it's like with regards to the embarrassments of certain Twitter things. The shit that I've seen the comments to your post. Fucking hell, do you know what I mean? So I understand where it all comes from. It's just like sour taste jealousy. Do you know what I mean from people? But one thing's for sure is, I think where the manager wins people back over is he's got to keep these two lads in the team. I think this is the future for Liverpool. And look, also shout out to the Bavarian. He's wishing us all a good morning. Hope you're good as well. But Millie, I think people, for instance, tonight would get a bit pissed off at the manager if they don't see either of them in the team. It'll be like, well, what was the point of the other day?
Absolutely, because how do you build consistency and these links and chemistry between players if you're just going to chop and change them every single game? It doesn't work like that. We've tried playing this starting 11 that hasn't worked. He switches the starting 11 at West Ham and it works. Something clicked because we actually looked like we could play proper football. We could string a pass together, and we haven't seen that for weeks. I mean, this is the team that merely, a week, 10 days ago, got beat 3-0 by Nottingham Forest at home. And now all of a sudden they're going and they're actually taking charge of a game because West Ham had no shots on target. So I've seen people saying, oh, West Ham handed that game to Liverpool. It was on a plate. No, it wasn't. I mean, I'm not going to say it was our toughest opponent we're going to face. Of course it's not. But they played football and it actually looked semi-exciting because you had Florian there. You had Isak back to his top form. I mean, that was a proper number 9 goal. Just slotted it in. No interruptions, no nothing. Joe Gomez as well played unbelievably. And I think, for me, he's been sat on the bench so long, and we know he has injury concerns. We know he's a little bit made of glass. That's fine. But he looks unbelievable. Everything just slotted together, and it felt like, Jesus Christ, are we actually, is this the time that we start to build? But if he then changes the team and reverts back to what we've been doing, what was the point? What was the point?
I think that, like, you know, Wes was mentioning about Gomez, can he play back-to-back? That's a major factor tonight. But I think, Millie, look, my thing would be, why change it? You've got something good now. I understand he's got a difficult decision on his hands tonight, Mill, and it's Mo Salah. I do get it. But maybe the home game is better suited for Mo at the minute, you know, being at Anfield and a bit like that. I think automatically I'm expecting a reaction. I don't know if you both agree. But, like, I know I was talking to, you know, Marty in particular. Marty's a bit busy. He's usually on the show hosting as well. But Ross, one thing I said to Marty this morning, I'm half glad that we got the first win recently away from home, because it gives us a build-up factor to get back to Anfield and put the back-to-back together. We've done the home game win. We went away from home and got fucking beat. It's not that wasn't good enough. So I'm hoping tonight there's the excitement to get back to Anfield with that win, go 2-2. Because look, it's going to be a tough game tonight, but I think a lot will be dependent on what the manager does, Ross. I firmly believe that. I think, don't kill the mood before the game's even started, because we've done that recently. The mood's dropped by seeing certain fucking lineups, hasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. There's been some questionable decisions. And Millie, you mentioned it about chopping and changing. It's been a big problem for us throughout the season. And don't get me wrong, us as fans, when we've gone out and spent £450 million, we want to see those players in the pitch. But this is where hindsight comes in. In reality, looking back at it now, I wish we took a bit of time to integrate those players slowly. One, because we wouldn't have the pressure on them that they've faced to deliver, to the extent that everyone wants them to now. But typically, if you have a look at our signings previously, when Klopp came in, players took a while to integrate. It gives them time to adapt. It gives them time to get used to everything. But it's almost like we've thrown these players in at the deep end. And yeah, of course, £100 million signings in Isak and which you expect them to hit the ground running. But doing that in a team that hasn't been performing well is incredibly difficult. So for me, I just want to see a bit of consistency in the lineup. Having Gomez back in, Gomez was phenomenal, but I like the balance between the right back and the left back, which I don't think we've had for a while. Trent was inverting last season, wasn't he? So, we'd have our left back who would maybe go up and support the attack. Trent would be the one to build up from the back. Having Gomez in that role against West Ham was actually really nice to see the balance, because everything clicked, and it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to work when we got for him.
Finally, someone agrees with you.
Yeah. I loved us seeing him, mate. I loved us seeing him. That chip against United to make it 4-1 was it, I think. Amazing. But, I remember. But no, it's good. It's good to have our balance.
No, it is. It's another one in the building for you, Ross. How are you doing this fine morning?
Oh, my boy Ricky. Yeah,
fucking famous, you, Ross, aren't you?
Everyone loves me, mate. Everyone loves me. It's the face.
It's this Rick Ross combination. It fucking drives me mad. You know what I mean? Mill, just talking of teams, we'll have a little touch upon the Sunderland game a bit later. But I think one thing's for sure is a big topic at Liverpool with regards to Mo Salah going on the 15th of December is the Afcon. And I think, sorry, I just see a comment in there. I'm trying to not look at the comment, in particular of one of them, because it made me laugh. But Afcon coming up, Mill, gives the manager options with what we did the other day. I think that team is good enough. Marty was saying earlier on in the comments, are we soon going to see the Ekatike coming in? I think the problem with Ekatike on the left, Mill, I don't know if you understand this, the manager does like them wide. And I don't know if Ekatike is going to want to be so far out wide on the left. He wants to be hovering around Isak's position, playing off him. It's whether or not we do that, because we don't naturally have another right. If we had a proper wide player, then I could understand it, but we don't, do we? So we'd be very, very narrow, and I just don't know whether the manager couldn't do that. But during Afcon, is there any changes you'd like to see the manager go with?
I want to see Ekatike and Isak starting together for a considerable amount of game time, because at the moment it feels like they either one comes on for the other, or they have like a 10-minute crossover. That's it. But I think that we need to get this pairing sorted, build that consistency, get them to work and link up play together, because them two up front, we should be absolutely scoring goals for fun at that point. And if we can work out from the back and figure out what's going on there, we should be having a whale of a time. I think it's just Afcon has come at the right time, because I think had Slot not had the difficulty he's had in the past few weeks, he would never have dropped Salah against West Ham. I genuinely believe that. And I think that puts him in the position where he's got no Mo Salah to play. And that's when we start seeing potentially a little bit more exciting football, some more consistency with the exciting people that we've got sat on the bench week in, week out. It's driving me mad. And I love Mo Salah, genuinely. I love Mo Salah. That man has actually changed this club. Like, we can't sit there and say that he hasn't. But
no, he hasn't. Yeah.
At the moment, he's just not at his best. And I think for a player of his his magnitude, I don't want to see his legacy go down the toilet. Do you know what I mean? And it wouldn't, of course it wouldn't, but it will online. And that's the problem, is the
Online
constant
is full of
online. Oh, it's just, I mean, you even had Slot talking about it in the presser yesterday about how he was receiving abuse and all the rest of it. I mean, we all had our fair share of things to say, but it's just,
We
he
have a
needs to,
respectful way to say it, though, Millie.
yeah,
and that's-
exactly. We criticise, we don't abuse. There's a
Maybe
very,
just
very
say,
big
"Get rid of the
difference.
whole cunt." Do you know what I mean? Who the fuck's going around saying that?
But this is the thing. And I think Afcon's coming at a perfect time for us. Get Ekatike and Isak starting, get Verts behind them. Job done. Job done.
Callum's here, Ross saying, bring Nunes back for the wing. What fucking wing?
I can't re-enter into that toxic relationship with Darwin Nunes.
I love Nunes. I love Nunes. Honestly, like I supported Nunes until the very end, and then I watched a 4-minute completion of all the big chances he missed, and then I kind of said goodbye. But
garbage, lads.
Mate, honestly, I had such high hopes for him. Those, like, that first game of the season against Fulham when he was trying those little flicks and one came off, and then he did it against Madrid. Like, I love that man. But he was chaos, wasn't he? He was absolute chaos. So, yeah, I don't know. I do have a little soft spot for Nunes, absolutely.
He gave us the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Like, there was no sort of in between.
Yeah. If he had the composure, like, just to finish some of those chances, oh my God, he would have been a big name. And this is a perfect example, isn't it? You know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. You know, Nunes is unfortunately on that list for us, which is not, it's not that big of a list where it hasn't worked out. But I do love Nunes. I do.
Look, Ross, now we're famous in Mongolia. Shout out to Storm and a teacup. Said, just come across you. Make sure you keep watching us more, lad. It's like a madhouse on here. So
Madhouse,
sure
yeah.
Smash a like and subscribe and get to know these lovely people more so than ever. But Ross, you know what I want to do? I do want to see a bit of fucking Ekatike and Isak and Wirtz. I think that's the three combination that Liverpool need to get on the pitch. And I just think naturally we'll start winning games and they'll start looking better and better and better. I could already see, mate, the difference with Wirtz not being held down. And I just think that is going to be massive going forward for Liverpool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And there's one name that neither of you haven't mentioned who I want to see in a squad. I want to see Chiesa in it. I want him to have...
Wezzo's in the building, lads.
This is it.
Are you covered?
This is it. Honestly, like, every time that lad comes on, he's giving it his all and, like, he's trying. Like, I want to see Chiesa have a good 2-3 game, like, stint and just go into that squad. And maybe with Salah going to Afcon, it'll give him that opportunity to do so. But, like, I suppose... As Liverpool fans, you kind of know if a player goes on our pitch and works their hardest, we will love them through and through. Similar to when Robbo first came in and he chased Man City around the pitch that one time. Like, it was absolutely intense, do you know what I mean? But I want Chiesa on that right wing. I wouldn't mind seeing Ekatike on the left, though, either. Because in that Gakpo role, Gakpo's always cutting in. So why can't Ekatike do that? Do you know what I mean? So... Having a front line of Ekatike, Isak, Chiesa, and then Wirtz behind should be mad, yeah.
But look, we're venturing into Liberia now. But look, shout out to somebody, LFC. We appreciate the support. We're still a new channel. And as I say, mate, keep involved. The madhouse is only going to get more madder. But Millie, you know what? A player in particular that I think has got a big few weeks coming up to potentially play on the right-hand side. And I know people are going to say Chiesa and stuff like that. And I get it. I'm a big fan of Chiesa. I personally don't see him starting, Mill, to be honest.
No.
But a player that I could see playing on the right-hand side to double up with Joe Gomez, for me, is Szoboszlai. I think with Szoboszlai, the problem that he has with managers is they don't know where his best position is. He's a utility man, but a very good one. He's played right back, played right wing the other day. You know, he's played in the pivot. And I think with Dom, he's another one where you could just throw him. I think Dom's the type of player that even if you played him fucking left back, he'd do half a job for you. Do you know what I mean? If you played him left wing, he'd do half a job for you. But eventually we're going to have to start nailing him down to a set position. But right now we may as well use the abundances of many positions that he's got. But what would you take from him playing on the right wing? Because I think I prefer Dom higher up the pitch than defending. I don't think he's the best tackler of a ball, in my opinion. But one thing his best trait is for me, Millie, is pressing the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Slot spoke about it in his press conference. He made some comments about Dom being played on the right, and he said this isn't a long-term thing. at the moment. He's more he wants him in midfield, but I do think, given the fact that Afcon's coming up, there might be the potential that we have to pay him. But we're lucky with Szoboszlai that he's kind of a jack of all trades. He will literally, wherever he is, I feel like he loves the club so much that you could put him in goal and he'd do a shift. He wouldn't be asked. He just wants to be on the pitch and playing the game. He's been arguably our best player all season. He's the most consistent. He's put in performance after performance, even when the rest of them haven't. And I just think, as much as I would love to just keep him in midfield, where I think he absolutely excels, a problem that we have at the moment is we keep playing players not in their natural positions. And I think we need to lock that down and figure out where everyone goes and stick to that and build off it. Because if you keep chopping and changing people around the pitch, how do you build consistency?
You can't. You've got to keep it up there. It's consistency and rhythm. It's hard enough, these games of footy. Do you know what I mean? If you keep chopping and changing, it's proved the manager. It's proved to him this year. The more he changes it, Millie, the worse we are.
Mm-hmm. This is the thing. There's no way that anyone can deny it, because the proof is in the pudding. The more that he moves people around and plays them in unnatural positions for them, the more we struggle on the pitch, because they don't know what they're doing. I mean, even to the point of, obviously it wasn't something that we could prevent, but Alisson getting injured, and then we had obviously Mama in goal. People were passing to him on his non-dominant foot because they're so ingrained in Alisson being there. It's little things like that that really, really upset the balance, I think, of the team. And what we need right now is balance.
Yeah, look, I just want to say, where is he, Dicko, my mate in the building, Justice for the 97. Lad, I'd show you my sick tattoo of Justice for the 97, but can't get me fucking sleeve up. But, lad, you know what, Ross, I just want to go through some of the comments before we go through, and I want you to fire some answers back at them. Ross, I don't know if you've seen this player much, but he got 2 goals last night for Fulham against Man City.
What a game that was, by the way. That was
phenomenal.
More games like that, please.
I was going to come up with a leaky pun, but I don't think it's suitable at this time in the morning. They are fucking terrible at the back. Well, you obviously watched it, Millie. I think it should have been 5-5. That should have been a penalty.
Yeah. It should have been. It was a great game. It felt like a proper Premier League game, and I think we've been missing that because it's so focused on set pieces and long throws and low blocks, and that's boring. That was like, it felt like we were back to our roots, and it was so nice to watch, like a 9-goal thriller on a Tuesday night. Are you joking?
In the pouring down rain as well.
Yeah, are you joking? That is heritage. I was so here for it. What a game.
They were 5-1 up, Ross.
It's crazy. This is the thing about the Premier League, like the standards that the Premier League is getting to. Like no other league is close. Like you can literally go away to any ground and you can be a favourite there, but you can still get beat. It's incredible. And the amount of money these kind of mid-table teams are throwing into their squads now. Like from a neutral perspective, obviously we're biased towards Liverpool. We want Liverpool to win fucking everything. But from a neutral perspective, like the league is so strong. And like taking away some of our games, being a kind of fan of Liverpool, but watching like a game like Man City Fulham, you can appreciate like everything that's being done there. Do you know what I mean? So
it shows
what a game.
Like the defending in the Premier League for some of the good big teams is fucking crap at the minute. In that aspect, Arsenal are head and shoulders above a lot of the teams defensively, Ross.
It's the reason they top the league is the defense.
100%. What is it? 20 games and they've lost 1. I know that deluded gobshite on the fucking the
overlap. Oh my god! Did you see that clip?
What have I missed?
Declan Rice is on track for the Ballon d'Or if they win the league. Apparently, what he's doing is freakish in the league.
Nah, he's a good player. Like I didn't think Rice for 100 mil was a good signing, and I've been proved wrong. I think he's phenomenal. But Ballon d'Or, no Ballon d'Or, no.
Apparently, if we win the World Cup and Arsenal win the Premier League, Declan Rice is on track for the Ballon d'Or.
No,
I think I've got more chance of getting it.
Do you know what, right? I respect Arsenal as a club because over the years, with Thierry Henry, he was one of my favourite players outside the Liverpool players during the years, and he was fucking unbelievable. I've never seen a forward like him with Luis Suarez, for instance, who was so dominant in the Premier League, the Bergkamps. But you know that fucking fan base? They are fucking deluded, right? Some of the shit that they say, they just believe. I don't know if you've seen it, but do you know that the setup of that on the overlap, not the one where Neville and all that are.
Yeah.
Fucking, do you remember ages ago they were talking about who should be the right winger of the fucking all-time Premier League? And that bird said fucking Saka. What the fuck's she going on about, eh?
This is the biggest problem. Like, I wouldn't mind Arsenal winning the league. Like, I liked Arsenal growing up. I've always been a Liverpool fan, but I've liked Arsenal. But now it's got to a stage when, since Arteta has come in, that there's just this like arrogance, and it's like, dial yourself back a second. Yes, you're on the up. Yes, you're competing for titles. You haven't won nothing. How can you sit there and say Saka's better than Mo Salah and all this stuff? Like, it's absolute madness. Like, if their fan base wasn't as just irritating as they are, I think a lot of people could sit back and go, do you know what, fair play Arsenal. But I can't, just purely because they're fan base.
If we're a bunch of knobheads, you'd go, I would rather them than a load of 116s. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now we're all sitting here back in City. That's how mad what the fan base have done to that club is. Because, I mean, growing up, Arsenal were fucking fantastic. Of course they were. They were great. But now their fans are so fucking unbearable to the point where you can't win a game and they win a game without them then going, oh, yeah, but this, and this that this team did wrong. Focus on your own race. You're top of the Premier League. Like, come on. Well, I mean, City are 2 points behind him, though.
There was a clip of that lad said to Adam McCullough, Amorim's only in the job because of them. And he said, not everything has to do with Arsenal. They are fucking deluded. But look, shout out to Nicky here. She means shout out, not shoot out. Obviously, that is not the case. Do you know what I mean? But from Afghanistan, thank you very much for the support of the channel. I think a lot of the comments here. Do you know what's amazing? Like, we've only just started this, and you've just jumped on recently doing the morning shows with me. But it's amazing to see people not from England joining the shows. We have a laugh with it. You know, we have a catch up and we have a good laugh at the people watching with the show. You know, there's nearly 40 in the building. Smash a like and subscribe, and it only helps us go forward with the channel. And as I say, we've got loads of shit coming up and boss guests, some big guests as well, ex-Liverpool players. I'm not going to say the names just yet. But look, if you want to become a member and support the channel even more so, it allows us to venture out even more. And these two lovely people will be on a lot more as well. But look, where are we? Slotted must eat them. I'm guessing it's about Chiesa.
Chiesa, yeah.
You know what Marty's on about. Then Wes was saying, so well done well Sunday, but you do lose his legs in the middle. I do agree with that, but I think we've lost legs up front this year with regards to pressing the ball as well. So as I say, may as well just see what we've got on offer coming up. Like Dicko's saying here, Wes was saying about was like he has been the best player this year, Defo. This is about Rice. Fucking
I've seen this. Yeah. I've seen he isn't fit to lace Steven Gerrard's boots. Come on now.
Not even a wall on Gerrard's ass. You know what I mean?
You are mad. That kind of encapsulates what they're like, though. It's almost like they're all locked inside their stadium and all they do is talk to each other. They're that obsessed with themselves. I mean, I can sit here. I'm a Liverpool fan. I can talk about any of the teams in the league and I can find positive things to say about them because I understand and I enjoy football and I watch a lot of football. They seem to just go, we're the best, the rest of you are all shit. That is how their kind of rankings work. It's Arsenal 1, the rest in the relegation zone. There is no table for them. It's just
I just want to go back to this comment because I couldn't see it clearly. But South Yorkshire police, scumbags, fuck them.
That statement was hideous. Absolutely hideous.
Yeah, so Marty's just reminded me on WhatsApp, so I appreciate you. Thanks very much for letting me know that, lad. They're horrible bastards, them. Gary's in the building, Talio Reds. Somebody saying Arsenal fans are the most deluded and hilarious fans in the world. Storming a cup of tea saying we learn English on this show. You'll get it off them, so you won't get it off me.
I was just about to say you don't want to learn it off Ben. He can barely speak English himself. Yeah.
If you can't understand, I'll fucking get some subtitles for you. Ross can hold up like fucking signs and shit. Nothing else. Papa Noel 3999 said, trust me guys, if Arsenal do win the Prem, we will never hit the bloody end of it.
I'm leaving the country for 2 weeks. I'm deactivating my social media accounts for a bit.
Podcast will be done. We'll be no more.
We're on hiatus.
Don't say there's an Arsenal fan lurking in you that's going to clip our Ben and you're going to
We're on hiatus if they do. Can you just imagine? I mean, Twitter's the most unbearable place most of the time. But if they win the league, 90% of their fans are just on Twitter. They don't actually go to the games. So, my God, I have to mute the word Arsenal. That's it. No more.
Look, it's just one. There's some good Arsenal fans and there's some clowns. But it's like that in all fan bases. It's just...
Of course.
My Twitter just gets flooded with the bellends. Do you know what I mean? Fucking...
Yeah, same.
Bellends attracting bellends, is it? Sorry.
Well, you're at the bottom. But where's Isak, Ekatike, Chiesa must start. I'd love to see that tonight, but from what I've heard, that's not going to be the case, my friends, unfortunately. Papa Noel's watching from Swindon, by the way, not somewhere nice and sunny. Sound, lads, wherever you are, that's good enough for us, do you know what I mean? And Anonymous 1777, just subscribe to the channel. Look, thank you very much. Our accents are like a good stew. See, Scouse stew.
Yeah.
Look, we've got a few here saying still don't think Arsenal win it.
Well, City are 2 points behind.
They have Arsenal in the name. Do you know what, right? I just want to pose a question to you, right? Before I go on to Callum's comments there, and smash a like, subscribe if you're just joining now. I still can't believe, Millie, that Liverpool are only 9 points behind Arsenal. For all our madness, it's not really over yet, as much as we think it could be with regards to our form. But 9 points is not a lot when we've still got to play them, Millie.
This is the thing. I was going to say this earlier. The league table is so close in points. There really isn't a vast difference. And I think I'm not going to sit here and be like, do you know what? Who cares? 9 points now. We're going to do it. We're going to do it easy. But all it takes is a bad run of form for a few weeks to completely change the way it looks like. Because yes, City are 2 points behind currently, which is fantastic for them and worrying for Arsenal. But they don't look great at the back. And so they drop points, Arsenal drop points, and we actually somehow magically go on a run of form. It could be a completely different conversation we're having. So there is a part of me that is always going to hold on to it. We could be mathematically out of the league, and I'd still think there was some way that there's going to be some huge points deduction to all the teams above us, and we'll still do it. But look, it's tight, and that's what we like. I mean, you want that when you're in a bad run of form. You don't want it to completely run away. And as much as it's probably like 60% run away, there's still a little bit of hope.
Ross, you know what? Before we go into some of the transfer links that some of the reporters are putting, we'll move into a bit more tonight's game then. Because obviously I'm not going to talk about it. I want you to, because I'm obviously going to do a show tonight with regards to it on here live at around, what time's our game, Half? Quarter past
8.
We'll go live then. We'll go live around 6:30, 6:45, because we'll get the team news in. And as I say, if you want to become a member of the channel and come into the Red Order Live WhatsApp groups, you'll find out some early team news snippets and transfer names that we hear on this show, because we do get it. And if anyone knows us, they knows we do get it. So if you want to do it, please let us know. But Ross, I think tonight is where you learn out if Arnie Slot learns anything tonight. We just resort back to what we've been doing and fucking fall off again. People will just go, get him out. They really will, I think. But if he backs it up tonight with a win, people may just go, right, let's just calm down a minute. Let's see if we can build up on this. I don't think people realise tonight's like a cup final for Liverpool. I'm done with seeing the ship plays now. Get out there, put it on them. They are doing well. But fuck me, if they're doing well, that's a good thing for us. That means they're going to come and have a go. There should be space. There's no excuses. Florian Wirtz doesn't play tonight. Give him the fucking ball and get Isak on the pitch and give him the ball. We've learned already, you know, if you give him the ball, he scores goals, Ross. Let's be honest, he could have had the second goal the other night with that like overhead in the first half.
Yeah. It was one of those extraordinary saves, but on another day, that's a goal.
It goes in, but I think this is where you judge the manager tonight. Off the back of that win the other day, we worked hard for it. May not have been the best looking game. The 3 points were massive. Tonight is where you judge Arnie Slot, isn't it?
100%. This is where we've got to know which direction we're heading. I think if we win tonight, it could propel us throughout this December period, you know? Because let's be honest, right? I don't think anyone expected Sunderland to perform the way they have. They've been phenomenal in terms of like coming up to the league again. Like I think they're sitting above Newcastle at the minute. Do you know what I mean? They've been absolutely phenomenal. Didn't they come back on a weekend from 2-0 down? Was it? Or am I mistaken?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think they won 3-2. Like they are a very, very good team, and I think they like getting out and attacking people. So
we're the fucking champions, Ross.
But this is it. Like you know, if we didn't have this bad form, we'd be sitting here and going, yeah, we beat Sunderland every day of the week. But I don't think anyone's
put 5 past these. We can still put 5 past these.
If we get on that pitch, we do our job, we perform like we performed last season and get it done, we can stop Sunderland. But we've got to go out there and just play our game and not react to what they're doing. You know, just go out there and do what we're good at. And it's exactly like you said, we need the Isaks on the pitch. We need the Wirtz on the pitch. Like, I know everyone was happy with Salah being dropped, but Salah on his day, if we can get Salah back into form with a good team and get him scoring goals again, along with Isak and Ekatike, it's only going to be a plus. I know he's going to Afcon, which is it disrupts the season a little bit, but like, we've just got to use tonight's game to go out there. It's Anfield, it's our home. Go out there, deliver a fucking performance, and get the job done. And I think if we can get it done tonight, who have we got next? Leeds on the weekend.
Leeds away.
That's tough. That's a real tough game.
You
Leeds
can't
away.
fuck up tonight. But look, Ross, just a quick one. Shout out to Wes. I was going back to work. Appreciate the support you on the day, lad. I'll catch up with you later. But Ross, let's go and back it up tonight.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll go and beat. If we win tonight, we'll probably go and beat Leeds, as mad as it is. Liverpool are a team that, they need to get in a rhythm.
Yeah, we need to just find that consistency now. And I said it a couple of pods back when we beat Villa and Madrid, I thought that was a turning point. Ultimately, it wasn't a turning point. But you just need to take it a game at a time, get tonight done, get the 3 points, and then move on to a tough Leeds game to deliver there. And then, look, once we get that side of Christmas and we're towards the back end of December, and we're still within, let's say 6 to 9 points, anything can happen. Anything can happen in football. How many points were we clear to Arsenal at the start? Wasn't it 8?
At one point,
5.
Yeah,
Goodness.
so like anything can change, and they've got some tough games, and especially if we can get ourselves in a position to be close to them and then go away to the Emirates and deliver a performance there, everything is still on the table then. Absolutely everything.
It really is. And Millie, as mad as it is, look, you know what? Adam mentioned it before. Fucking the delusion trainers picking us all up again. The choo-choo fucking in the background. But look, you can't lose the faith. I'll be honest, right? I am one of them. I expect Liverpool to twat teams every week. It's just the way it is. It's the way I am, and we always are. I see Liverpool as head and shoulders above everyone. I'm biased as fuck. I have my red tinted glasses on, right? However, it's been a hard watch lately, but I am shocked there's only 9 points difference. And I think a lot of some of the teams in front of us, they'll flutter off soon. They'll fall away. Liverpool will just crop in. But I'm wanting to see Liverpool tonight. They've got to prove something to all of us tonight, that they are ready for the fight. If they don't, and they get out there and they're sloppy, then they deserve all the criticism that keeps coming their way. They've learned nothing. Do you know what I mean? They're fucking, regardless if they're playing for the fucking manager or not, they play for Liverpool Football Club. If you can't get up for it, fuck off. Every one of them. Every single one of them. I'm fuming with loads of them this season because I expected so much better. We had the tragedy in the summer and I wanted us to go out there this year. That would have been the greatest ever, still could be the greatest ever title win if Liverpool go and do it after all the adversity that's fucking happened in the last 6 months. Crazy. Never happened to a football club before. And shit like this seems to happen to Liverpool all the time. And we've got to go out there, especially now. I hope all the players grab each other together and say, look, we've been shit this year. But let's go and do it for that fella that we lost in the summer. Let's get out there and fucking have it. Because I tell you what, when Liverpool are on it, Millie, none of them get near them.
This is the thing. When we are 100% where we should be, we are leagues above the other teams in this league. We are unbelievable. We're exciting to watch. The football's great. We are scoring goals for fun. But at the moment, it just seems like a little bit of that fight has gone out. But the one thing Liverpool need as a football club is consistency, because it does sometimes feel like when we lose a game, the wheels fall off a little bit and we're like, oh shit, what are we doing now? And then it pours in and it pours into the next game and the next game and the next game. All we need to do is go out there today, have a nice game where we just, even if it's a comfortable, like a 1-0 win with like a 65th minute goal and then we just defend. I don't really care as long as we get the 3 points. Obviously, I'd love to see a five goal thriller. Of course I would. But at the position we're in right now, we need to be catching up to the teams ahead of us, because there is the potential for that inevitable drop-off. We've seen it before with Arsenal. We've seen it with City. They've gone into bad runs of form, and we need to be right up there to capitalise on that. And without playing these games out, I mean, Leeds away is going to be a difficult game. No one's going to say that it isn't. Going to Elland Road is not. It's not
you're playing we've got to not play the occasion that day.
This is the thing, but the fans tonight, obviously, I've been on the hallmark, guys. There's a lot of season ticket returns tonight. So, I mean, will the atmosphere be better or will it be worse? I don't know. But what needs to happen is we need to be behind the players tonight. I'm not there tonight personally, but the people that are in the ground need to get behind those players and spur them on, because it's been quiet and it's been downbeat the last few weeks, with good reason, because we haven't been great. But how can we spur them on as fans and say, you're not playing for us, when we're not playing our part as well? So I think it's important that people get behind them as they go in today and they step on that pitch. And remember, they're playing for the 60-odd thousand people in here, and they're also playing for the football club as a whole. And now's the time to turn it around.
Well, this is I just want to say, Marty's as well, hit the like and subscribe, people. Please do. But it helps the channel. But Ross, this is all the motivation the players need tonight. Jota's 5-month anniversary of Jota's death today, and his birthday tomorrow. Let's not fucking lose or draw. No excuses tonight, Ross. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of fucking. Do you know what, lad? It's like it's zapped all the fucking life out of us this year, hasn't it? It's like some of the way we've played and the lethargic on the pitch. I expect Liverpool. I think Liverpool will play well tonight, Ross. I really do. And if ever there's a time to go out there and fucking have it, that comment alone says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously what happened in the summer, again, you're right, Ben. It happens to us all the time. You know, you think back to the title parade when that incident happened on Dale Street as well. Do you know what I mean? It's shit like that, and that's. I'm not from Liverpool, right? I'm not a Scouser. I'm a Wool, whatever you want.
You are. You're a Welsh Scouser now.
I'm a Welsh Scouser, but like, there's something about that city that pulls together when bad things happen.
Yeah,
I love that city. It's not just about the club. I love that city, but the city, the people, and even with Everton, I know they're our rivals, but the people there are so passionate to get behind the team. And we've had so much shit happen to us as a club, you know, that absolutely tonight, given the circumstances, given Callum's comment there, we go out and we deliver. And I agree with you. I think we'll play well tonight. I do think we'll play very well. I'm worried about what Sunderland can do to us, but I do think we'll put in a performance, and we need to just get on a run. We need to do that man proud, and we need to just build ourselves back up to the fucking team we were.
Do you know what, Ross? I just want to say, Marty's messaged me. So, Marty, can you put it in the comments for us? Because I'll go through it at the end with regards to a buying space thing. But, Ross, do you know when you say there, right? Sorry to interrupt. And, you know when you just mentioned there about you're worried what they do to us? Mate, I've gone past caring of worrying about what other teams do.
Yeah. Fuck
them. We've had that much shit this season with regards to results. Who cares? Now get out there and put the things right. Do you know what? Liverpool can still make it fucking interesting this season, mate. There's still 3 competitions that we're in. We're not out of the league. I know we're out of the league if we play like we have been.
Yeah, right? Absolutely, yeah.
But technically, nothing's won yet. Do you know what I mean? Tonight, I think they are a perfect team, really. I understand what you're saying. They could fucking hurt us at times. Whatever. But, right, Liverpool could fucking seriously hurt them.
Oh, 100%. If we're on our game, and like I said, getting Salah in a position, I know he's going to wait to Afcon, but getting Salah in a position where we can get his goals on that back, we can go to any team in the world and cause problems. And it's about delivering on what we can do. You know, and I think the whole uncertainty around what's happened this season, and I think the reason a lot of us have been frustrated is, yes, we've lost games, but it's the manner we've lost games. Like 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest. I was there in Kenny. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not acceptable at Anfield. It's not. So tonight is, as you said, a perfect opportunity. We're back at home. We're off the back of a win. Go out there and just fucking deliver, and deliver based off the back of what Callum's comment is saying, you know? So just fucking go out there, give it your all, and it may not go our way. I think we will get the 3 points tonight, but if it don't, just go out there and give your fucking all, innit?
Give your fucking all. I just want to say, so what I mentioned there with Marty had messaged me something. So, you know, the buying space, he was quite talkative with regards to Florian Wirtz and stuff. So he's put a post out that says, I can now reveal that there's been a phone call in the last hours between Hans Wirtz, the father and agent of Florian, and Ulay, I can't say these German names. A conversation that's been already circulating throughout the headquarters and has been described by several people as usually direct. This is to do with what's been getting said about Florian with regards to Bayern Munich, right?
They haven't been able to stop speaking about him.
Yeah. So Hans Wirtz made it clear that the constant public comments coming from Hunes about Florian and Liverpool become unacceptable, and that this ongoing noise from Munich is neither respectful nor constructive, especially for a club that has spent months behaving as if the world still revolves around them. From people familiar with the exchange, it is understood that Hans Wirtz told Bayern must finally accept Florian's decision because continuing to bring his name into interviews only reinforces the impression of bitterness and does the club no favours. The message delivered calmly. The message has been delivered calmly, but without any hesitation. That is enough. Enough is enough, and that Bayern should stop trying to rewrite a rejection that hurt their pride, far move on, and they need to admit it. From people connected to the Wirtz entourage, there is a clear belief that these respected remarks have crossed the line, which is why the call was made now and why the wording was so unequivocal. For the Wirtz side, it's simply embarrassing that a club like Bayern's stature keeps dragging their players' name into public discussions as if they're still entitled to him. Florian is extremely happy at Liverpool, and the family sees no reason why his name should continue to be used for point scoring in Munich, especially when his performances speak loudly enough. Hans Wirtz emphasised that Florian was thrilled with his display against West Ham, and that the trust Arne Slot granted them in the last match, where he operated more centrally with more freedom, has only deepened his conviction that he made the right choice and that he belongs where exactly he is. Well,
I love that. I love that from his dad.
Made up. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what? I see some of the comments here. I'm just going to go to these comments before I go back to the ones above. Jealous team, Munich. His dad is some guy, like, being his agent as well, Millie. And I've got a feeling Wirtz's dad is a Dortmund. Probably is. Certainly not a Bayern fan now. But I think they're like bullying.
I've never seen anything like it. The amount of, not only from the English media, but also getting it from the German media and the team that are basically upset because he didn't sign for them. That is the way of football. What more do you want from a player? A player is free to go wherever he wishes to go. There was nothing in his contract at Leverkusen that said, when you leave, you have to sign for us. It's not like he's gone, oh, fuck you, I'm not coming. He wanted to sign for Liverpool. We paid the money and we've got him. That is how it works, unfortunately. And the more, it doesn't help with a player that was struggling to find his place and wasn't being played enough. It doesn't help that our media are on him because everyone's so obsessed with goals and assists these days. And then he's got that outside as well from his home. That's his home is Germany. You don't need that from that side as well. So good on his dad, because I think more players that get criticised. I mean, I haven't seen a player get criticised like this for a while, but more people need to come out and say, no, like, fuck you, I'm not dealing with this shit. I don't have to deal with this shit. Shut up and get over it.
Didn't Bayern Space as well in the summer, when after that rejection happened to go to Bayern, that Bayern Space Twitter account said that there's a plan Bayern Munich side to utilise the media to paint a picture that
I'm pretty sure it did.
But over their arse, aren't they? For the
this is it. And the fact of it is, Wirtz was chased by us, Man City, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich. 4 of the biggest clubs in the world, and he's ended up at us. And there was a comment from Gary saying Wirtz will shine. Wirtz is going to be a fucking superstar, and there's nothing no one can do about it. We've signed a world-class talent. He's fucking amazing.
Wirtz will be a superstar, and there's not fuck all you can do about it. By Ross.
Yeah.
That's them told now, isn't it? But Ross, you go to games as well, like myself, Millie does as well. Fuck me, his movement off the ball. And this is probably what some people don't see on telly, because the fucking cameras are on him, on the ball. But him off the ball is as good on the ball. His fucking movement. I love the fact he always wants the ball. And do you know what? Some people, I'm going to compare it to Darwin Núñez here, and I shouldn't really do it, but I want to. Darwin was a confidence player, and do you know when his confidence was gone? He was garbage, terrible, shit himself. Florian's confidence probably has been dented, but he doesn't shy away from it.
No, he's got that, and that's where I think in the summer, with the profile of players we signed, like, it wasn't just a good player, it was an elite mentality as well, innit? Like Isak's interview, I'm coming here to win everything. Wirtz. Yeah, mate, amazing. Like Wirtz, how old is he? 21, 22. And he has literally the world at his feet in terms of footballing terms, and he picks us. And then you got Ekatike who's going, who's the defender you're most scared of? And he's sitting there going, no one. Like that
lifts the shirt up against fucking Southampton and all that.
This is it. Like the mentality of the players we've signed is incredible.
That's right this season. Ekatike doing that and then gets fucking sent off.
That was right in front of me as well. And I posted a video of it and everyone was like, oh, cheers, because you were sat there, he did it. It's all your fault. I was like, oh, guys.
I never laughed so much. I thought, what a dickhead.
I love that though. I loved it
as well.
Yeah, I love it. I'm all for it.
You know what? I just want to bring this up. So Storm in the Cup saying he's so silky. I agree. CM is saying Saka just got his first assist in the year in the league. Did anyone hear the press talk about it? Nah, and you won't.
Yeah, but he's better than Salah though. He's better in Salah.
This is it. It's the agenda for Saka to not be discussed is massive in England, as we know that. Gary's saying, with disregards to weight, he needs to bulk up a bit. Well, he has been. He apparently gained 2.5 kilo of lean muscle. I think you're already seeing it. He's getting stuck in more. I just think Liverpool are going to create an absolute demon. Do you know what? I think you're going to be talking about him in the realms of the Kevin De Bruyne's in about 10 years in the Premier League. I really do believe that. I'm seeing things. I've never seen a player, right, Mill, who's just joined Liverpool. Yes, he may not have the assists and what have you, but for a kid, this is a kid, and he's 21, 22. I've never seen a kid with a touch so good.
Oh, he's such a joy to watch.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
He's so like almost picture perfect to watch as a fan. That he's a player that the ball could be halfway up the pitch, and sometimes you'll just be watching him because he's just so everything about him is perfect. And like I say, he's a kid. He's like this at 21, 22. What are we gonna do? Sorry, I keep laughing at that. Every time I see that clip, it just cracks me up. But
we could talk about this, but fucking hell.
Yeah, honestly. With Florian Wirtz, like you say, he's 21, 22, and he's doing this now. He's doing this now, and we've got him for however many years. We may even, there's been contract extensions, all the rest of it. The best is yet to come. Yet what we're seeing right now is fucking fantastic as well. So there's no complaint from me. There's been no complaints from me about Florian Wirtz the whole time we've had him. So, look, finally he needs to get his flowers and people need to realise that he'd have had about how many assists if anyone could actually finish the chances he made? Not that it's important, because that isn't what it comes down to half the time. It's not all about that.
It's like that. Sorry, but I was going to say it's like that flick Wirtz did to Salah in the Chelsea game.
We're forgetting about that one.
Yeah, like how many players in the league can do that? Like, honestly, it's fucking disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. He's going to be a different player for us, honestly.
If he starts tonight, I don't want to give any discussions of what we spoke about before off air, but if he starts tonight, he'll score tonight. It's going to come. I think, do you know what? In life, you earn your luck, and I think he's earning his luck now. He's fucking got his head down. He's getting stuck in. He's doing the right things, and eventually it'll come from him, and it will. S.A.Scouser7812, shout out to him. He's supporting the channel and saying he's our Coutinho regen, trust me, and I think he'll be better. Because I tell you what, you'll have every... Do you know what? This says it all. They're all right chatting shit in the media and all these divvy fan bases. If Florian was up for sale, everyone in world football would be after him. That's all you need to talk about. And they're all jealous, make no mistake about it. Liverpool have got a superstar, and he's only a kid. What's he going to be like when he's 25, 26, by the way? He is going to be... Well, this is it. He's Thiago and Coutinho's love child.
He is.
I think that's the best to describe it. Wirtz needs a song. Ross, give us a song.
Oh, fucking hell. Christ. You'll just have to send a voice note of me singing in a group this morning. Yeah.
Trust me, your dog's ears and all that will be gone. But, Tim said, wait until we have a team who snap the ball into him as soon as he wants it. It's going to be scary. I agree. Yeah, he's agreeing with them. And then he said, I blame slot setup and tactics for all of our players not hitting the ground running. He needs to build around Isak and Wirtz. And this is what I mean, lads. Hopefully now he's livened up to it. Let's go again. I personally think we need to go again with what we've played with today. I know we won't Ekatike in the team, but with Gakpo's with his stats, goal and assist, I'd play him again. And I know people don't always want him to be playing, but you've got to reward with good things, don't you? You do. You can't just... If you're going to get a goal and assist and you get took out the side, that does not go well. Let's be honest.
You need to be in that squad confidence builder, yeah.
This is it. Give us a tune. But look, all Flo needed was to get Chris with the physicality of the league. He's done that, went on the double-egg and chips diet. Wirtz is a player. And I think I'm saying Wirtz can only get better. Do you know what as well? Just before we wrap it up, because I've got a question for you both. Yeah, before we go, 5 minutes. I know we usually do an hour and give these good people a good topics to debate from what we go off. But one thing I will say is with regards to Florian Wirtz, it could have fucking someone's got a dog toy out there doing my fucking head in. Sorry. Sounds like weird noises in my house. It's not. Just before anyone in the comments says anything, for fuck's sake. He's joined the league probably at the worst time for physicality as well. The teams are horrible. They're fucking horrible. All they want to do is 2 foot you. Look at Caicedo the other day to that Marino. Nearly snapped his fucking leg, do you know what I mean? And Florian's come off the back of a few bad tackles as well. But right, look, one word answer. Give me a score line for tonight, Millie.
I'm going to deviate from my normal. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool.
Okay. Ross, there's your dog answered with a 4-1.
There's my dog back, and yeah, fucking hell. Christ, he's answered for me. How many barks was that, Winston? Was it? Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win.
Okay.
That's usually my banker, but I'm stepping outside of it today.
Right, we're done with the Liverpool section of it now with regards to tonight. So I want to finish the last section on is, well, just quickly, I'll go through these. Tony Pulis was managing this time. He'd win the league and Shawcross getting the Ballon d'Or. That's how fucked it is, isn't it? Liverpool 1-0. Callum is saying Isak goal. Oof. One word, Millie. Gary's lost his head and got 7-0. You never know. That could be your night, Gary. I hope it is.
Gary, stick a tenner on it.
If it's 7-0, I'll buy Gary a pint at Anfield next game.
You want more than a pint. He's just saying, I just hope Slot has the courage not to play Salah tonight. Otherwise, I could see Sunderland getting it. It's going to be a big one to see if he does or not. We'll find out soon. 3-0 Liverpool, Bavarian saying. Storm and a teacup saying 2-0 and a clean sheet. Adam's going the same, and Marty Sakura is going the same, 2-0s. That'd be a great result, to be honest. And I think it's doable. Right then, transfer links. Let's go through it now. We've got another 2-0. So there's 4 in a row. 3 in a row, and your dog in the background causing murder. Dicko said 2-2. Okay, look.
We don't draw this season. I don't know if you know, we're the only team in the league to not draw a single game.
We win or we lose.
Draws don't exist.
It's crazy. But look, if you just joined us, smash a like and subscribe. And if you want to become a member of the channel, please do so. You get to see our faces and many more who joined on the channel. A lot more. Ederson's been linked with Liverpool, Ross, from Atalanta. Centre defensive midfielder. It's a position that Liverpool do need to look at, Ross. Centre midfield. Certainly a defensive minded. Millie, we had the chat the other day. When you look across our team on the 10 outfield players, for instance, 2 of them are predominantly only defensive minded players, which isn't enough. It's not enough on a football pitch. Certainly not the way these teams are. Ross, what would you make of that link? Because for me, I don't know where I'm at, but I agree with this. It's good business if you're replacing Enzo. And
yeah, absolutely. And let's not forget, we was chasing Henderson, or there was a lot of noise around Henderson. Was it maybe a season and a half ago?
Henderson, not Henderson.
Endoson. It's a hybrid. Edison, sorry, fucking hell. Yeah, there's a lot of noise about him a little while ago. So if we can get him at the right price, because I hear is he down to his he's coming to the end of his contract or final year or whatever it is. So that's the type of signings that Michael Edwards has been on. Just see Marty's comment. So yeah, I think it would be smart. Henderson. That's because someone said Endo and Henderson. Fucking hell, it's a long one. It's a long one.
Or Henderson. Really clip this one out. We've got a new player. This is the bomber that fucking read all about TV. Henderson. We're after Henderson. Fucking hell. My God, this channel. Millie, what would do you think number 6 is a big thing for Liverpool?
I think we haven't had a proper defensive midfielder for a while. We've had people float in and around attempting to do that job, but I don't think we've had anyone that's come on and you're like, yeah, do you know what? You are doing the business here. Endo for Ederson, I'd take it. Because it's clear that Slot doesn't want to play Endo as well in that role. So for me, if he's going to bring him in and play him...
Either, is he?
No, and that's fine. But if we're going to let Endo go, bring Ederson in, what's the worst that could happen? If he's a good price... I talk like it's my money all the time. I'm like, yeah, just chuck a few mil at it. It's fine.
I think people are offended with the fact that Liverpool have still got more business to do, and they shouldn't take offence to it. Liverpool couldn't finish off all their fucking positions this summer, and I think with the tragedy of Jota dying, which God bless his soul, I think that altered Liverpool's plans at the end of the window, which is fair enough. Liverpool probably didn't expect to go and have to buy 2 number 9s for the price they did, so a lot of that money probably was going to be one of them forwards that would have been spent elsewhere. But Sasha Tavalioli's mentioned, Millie, Liverpool potentially interested in Diamande from Leipzig, centre-half. I think the centre-half names are going to start picking up. They really are. Mark Gay, and he's still a top target for Liverpool, and let's see if he sticks to his word. I understand that if he's a bit stuttering, because there's probably loads of teams that are going to be talking to him, and he's going to need the most. That's the way football is, I still think we'll get it done. There's the Bastoni links as well. I believe he's Liverpool's top target. But Diamande, have you saw much of him yourself?
Can't say that I have, so probably best not to comment on it. But I think on the point you made about the spending, I think people are struggling to think, why do they need to spend more? And they've just spent all this money. But we're not a team that spends a lot of money every single season, every transfer window. Every transfer window, we don't spend that level of the sum of money that other teams do. So for us, we had a big spending window. We might have to spend a bit more in the next. We might, but we haven't got that consistency that's built.
He's fucked it now for himself.
Oh, God, Andrew. I'm in tears, Akbo. Oh, that's killed me off. That has killed me off.
Fucking get another Andike.
Oh, fuck's sake. Henderson, I'm never going to live that one down now.
That's going to be clipped, Millie, when we finish this fucking song.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got the perfect tweet going out with it.
Oh, I need to go have a lie down.
Well, this is the question I want to discuss here. So there's 2 names that Liverpool are heavily linked with, and there's a lot of excitement around them. One being Elliot Anderson, the other being Adam Morton. I think it's which one do you prefer type of thing. Ross, out of the 2 players, I'm sure you know a lot about both of them now. The names that keep getting linked with Liverpool. Who would you prefer?
Sorry, I just see Marty in the chat. Out of Anderson and Wharton.
Yeah.
I like Adam Wharton, I do. I think he's
Henderson and Anderson.
yeah. No, honestly, I rate Adam Wharton. I know Anderson's getting a lot of flowers this season for how he's performing, and rightly so. But I watched Adam Wharton at Community Shield. He had a little bit of time on a pitch. Seen him at a few games, and I think he's so good. So I'd be happy with either, though, if I'm honest. I don't give a fuck. Just give me the league. That's all I want. I don't care who delivers us to the league. But yeah, fucking any player. We do need a midfielder desperately, along with a centre back.
Yeah, Millie, any out of the 2, which one would be your preferred one?
To be honest, I would be happy with either as well, but I like Adam Wharton. I've seen him play a few times, and I think he's just an exciting player. And I mean, Palace have such a good history of developing fantastic players as well. So for me, I'm like, he seems the safe bet. Yeah,
do you know what though? I'm intrigued by the 2 players. For me, I think the one that gets about the pitch more is Elliot Anderson. Wharton is obviously great with the ball at his feet. As Callum's here, he's got the eye of an eagle passing range. Callum CM saying, I have a feeling we've got a pre-agreement with Wharton and Palace as well. I'd be surprised at the minute, because the fucking way that they've carried on in the background with regards to Liverpool, they pulled the plug, didn't they? FC sold the yacht to Fu. Fucking Wharton or Anderson. One thing's for sure is they're 2 top draw players that have, England have got their hands on. Young players. I don't know what. I do like Wharton, but I do like the look of this Anderson. I thought he was amazing the other day for Forest at Anfield. It's the fact that he's got like that Steven Gerrard about him, where he just doesn't stop. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's not the same sort of player. I think he'd benefit with Szoboszlai. The problem is, though, if I was buying a number 6 for Liverpool, they're obviously classed as the number 6, aren't they? I would say both. But I do think... Do you not think Liverpool could venture higher up the list?
Who would you go for if you're talking about
Camavinga?
Nah. I'm picking Wharton or Anderson over Camavinga. I like Camavinga. I think he's great. I do, but I think I don't know if he'll come out of Madrid, and I just prefer the Anderson and Wharton links, if I'm honest.
Is our mate LB in the building?
What's up with his username?
God knows.
Are you sure that's LB?
Yeah,
Is it an impersonator?
lad.
Just because mate, I can paint a picture up of Tom Cruise doesn't mean I'm Tom Cruise.
You know that I've got Enzo in a trackie, lad.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Ben, if you're deciding if someone is who they say they are purely on profile picture, I'm concerned you might get groomed at some point. Because that doesn't.
I know he did.
He's had a message off Van Dijk to ask for 200 quid and he sent it to him.
This is LB, trust me. Not many people bounce around with a picture of Enzo in the trackie. Trust me or not. But Enzo in the Monterex. This is it. Only one special fella has that picture, and I know it's him. But look, we'll wrap it up. We've had a good show, David. Started to cover us lots of things. You know, we've had a bomber on the show as well. Ross linked us to a new player that no one's even Henderson. But look, we're going to be back later. You know, this is a massive game for Liverpool, especially Arne Slot. I think the club have said to him, do not be losing these games. And let's just see where we are. As I say, we'll end on here's to you, Orden Henderson. But Reds, enjoy your day. We will be back later on. We'll be live about 6:30. Keep the faith up the Reds game day. See you after.